Hello guys, how are we all doing? I have got a belter little review coming for you now, and it is, look how shiny that is. It's the Aspire's Celito 120. It is an absolute powerhouse of a tank. You can't get better than it. I've had this tank myself for not long after it came out, maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago possibly, and that was my first upgrade. It was my first proper tank. Before that I had the baby beast that came with my first ever alien kit, and you know what I mean, like this tiny little thing drinking the juice dead fast, and it was not the greatest. But then went into the local vape shop where I used to work before I owned my own shop, and I said, listen, I need a bigger tank. It was just after TPD came in as well. No, it wasn't, it was just before TPD came in. But yeah, went to the lad who was working there. Listen, I was still quite new to vaping. I was like, listen, I need a bigger tank, I want more flavour on, a little bit more cloud. And he said, have you ever heard of the Aspire Celito 120? I was like, no. And he went, yeah, he's this. I threw it on top of my alien when I still had my alien. Give it a go, and oh my god, it absolutely blew my head off. So, show you what comes in it. In the box, little clamp style oyster shell kind of thing. Flips off there. Aspire Celito 120 on the front. Comes with the actual beast mode of a tank. That'll give you a little 360. Ooh, look at that! Inside there you get a spare coil. So you get 2 coils in total, and you get a vape band, hashtag fight to vape. Because we all need to advocate, we all need to protect what we love. And that obviously, if you're on this video, watching this channel, you're either a family member of mine or you vape. And I can't get this other coil out of the box. Stop making a dickhead out of me. Right, look at the size of them coils, man. It is a 0.16 ohm coil. Don't know if you can see down there, but it is a parallel build vertical coil, and it is massive. The actual coil itself, according to Vape MVV, I've not actually tried this out myself or experimented with it, but according to Vape MVV, the actual cotton inside the coil holds 2 millilitres of juice. Like, Jesus Christ. The one I've got, I do have the bubble glass on it, which takes it into a 5 millilitre tank, because since TPD, which as a lot of you know, if you don't know, it's the new regulations that came in about a year and a half ago that absolutely bastardised the vaping world. But because of TPD, the maximum capacity of a tank that is to be sold is 2 millilitres. So when I first bought this, it was a 3 millilitre tank. Now, I don't know if you can see that. Let me focus in. You can see the way it's got the double walled glass. Yeah, pain in the arse, I know. But it means you've got a 2 millilitre tank then rather than a 5 millilitre tank. Well, 3 millilitre tank, or 3.5 I think it originally was. I've then purchased the bubble glass separately, and it's now a 5 millilitre tank. That's pretty much everything that comes in it. Read you the back of the box, you get, I've already went through this, but you get a Celito 120 tank, 2 millilitre TPD compliant. You get a replacement coil, 0.16 ohms, 1 vape band, 1 user manual, and scratch and sniff. This product contains nicotine, no it doesn't. But yeah, so the Aspire Celito 120, this is an absolute powerhouse of a tank, as I've said. It is rated from 100 to 120 watts. I run mine generally most of the time around the 75 watt mark. I get decent flavour, I get decent clouds, I get everything that I need from it. So, 75 watts on my DOVPO trigger. Just recorded a video for a review on this yesterday. I'll include a little link on the end of this, go and watch that if you're already watching this. So, 75 watts, Celito 120, DOVPO trigger, and I am using the new Just Jam range. It is summer jams, it is strawberry jam on ice, and oof, it's absolutely brilliant, guys. Well, 75 watts, I'm getting loads of flavour. As I say, most of the time this does me. So I'm going to do up little 10 watt increments and explain how the flavour changes, the heat of it, you know how this all works by now. So, you've got, on the actual tank, 3 separate airflow holes. They're quite big. It's a really nice airflow. It's like restrictive, but it's not restrictive, if you know what I mean. It's not like you're just sucking on air. You do have to give it a bit of a pull to get a decent pull off it, but it's not massively restrictive though as well. It's an odd one. It's all down to personal preference, as everything in vaping is. I'm going to take this tank up to 85 watts. It's going to go up by 10 watts each time. Look at the fucking clouds on that. It's not even at the minimum what this tank is rated at. I'm going to take it up 10 more watts. 95. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go up to 100. Because as I said before, this tank is rated from 100 to 120 watts. Don't know if you can see that. No, you can't. So theoretically, no less than 100 watts. Nah. It works, whatever. How you want to vape is up to you. Don't go above it, but if you want to go a little bit below what the recommended wattage is, if you get a nice vape from it, go for it, do you know what I mean? There's no proper rules to vape unless you're using mechanical mods, then follow the bloody rules, guys. But yeah. $100 watts. It's, oh, that's just pure flavour straight in your face. Right. This is a follow-up of the original Aspire Celito, which is this little fella. Look at the size difference on them. Yeah, I'll get one. That's just a 2ml. Bear with us, guys. All over the place today. So here is my brand new Celito 120. Here is the original Aspire Celito. Look at the size difference on them. It is so much bigger. The coils, they look very similar. It's the same kind of coil in it, except that the Celito 120 coil is bigger. A hell of a lot bigger, holds a hell of a lot more juice inside the actual coil as well. So we're on 100 watts on the DOVPO. It's still a really cool vape. It's not burny facey offy. Yeah, that's the one. It's not going to burn your face off massively. It's still quite a cool vape. It's absolute clouds for days, flavour for days. I'll go up in 5 watt increments while it's in 100 to 120 watts. Tell you how I feel about it. One thought with this tank. It is rated to 100 and 120 watts. So, therefore, you do need a mod that is able to go 100 to 120 watts. It's not ideally a starter kit tank at all. It's more for the more experienced vapor or someone who has just bought a bigger mod. Whereas if you're going to try and use this on, I don't know, like a anything cool Fire 4, it's 40 watts, you're not going to be able to run this tank. Do you know what I mean? But if you've got a bigger mod, this is going to be your tank. If you'd have the flavour, if you'd have the clouds, if you'd have them both together, this is your tank. So 105 watts. Our flavour's popping. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh, there's nothing else to say about it. Take it up to 110. So the flavour's getting slightly warmer on this. It's not hot yet, it's still just getting warm. It's, oh, the flavour's for absolute days and days. You can't, there's no spit back on it, there's no nothing. It absolutely wicks like a dream. $110 watts. It's not even a hot vape. Right, I'm going to take it up to 115 watts. Right, it's starting to get a little bit warm there. The actual tank itself is getting hot. It's hot to the touch, but I have been chain vaping this for 9 minutes and 51 seconds, 52 seconds, 53 seconds now. So of course, it's going to get hot Do you know what I mean? If you chain vape anything, it's gonna get hot. Brilliant. So, and take it up. 120 watts. See how it copes with that. So, right now, I'm getting, it's a warm vape. Now, I wouldn't say it's hot, it's warm, but I like the higher side of vaping anyway. It's a nice warm vape, it's flavourful, it's cloudy. I've absolutely fogged out this shop in the last 10 minutes. Nice one, Cafe Nero. Thank you very much. I've had the doors open all day, front and the back door. Been a nice breeze going through the shop, so it's been cloud free all day. So, and now it's ridiculously cloudy. Chain vaping kills you off, man. Right, 120 watts, Celito 120, DOVPO trigger. Let's see how we get on. This tank was completely full during the start of this. Completely full. I've done just under half of it. Showing no signs of struggling to wick whatsoever. It's absolutely powering through the juice. The juice is, don't even know what it is. It's a 70-30 juice, which is about standard, as a lot of you know. So it's 70 VG, 30 PG. So it's not the thickest, but it's on the thicker end of average. And some tanks struggle to wick with 70-30 juice. Not a chance. It is wicking like an absolute dream. Right, so 120 watts, it's warmer vape, it's loads of flavour, loads of clouds, dead easy to use. Right, do you know what I mean? You can't go wrong with it. I'm going to take it up a little bit more, see what it can actually handle. Not that I'd recommend you do this because you might burn your coils out, but I own a shop, I can grab another coil for burn my coil out. I'm doing this for you guys. 125 watts, not a problem whatsoever. It's cloudy for days and days and days. My fan isn't even doing nothing, it's just keeping blocking in front of the camera. Showing no sign of dry hits whatsoever. No sign of dry hits. I'm going to take it up 130 watts. No burning fucking things whatsoever. I'm going to take one more. I'm going to take it up to 140 and then I'm going to give me final round up because this video is getting on a little bit now. It's having it, it's giving it strong, it's starting to get a little bit dry now, so I'm going to just release the pressure in the tank just to saturate my coils right up. It's starting to get a little bit dry, hits at 130 watts, 140 watts, oh my god, I'm 20 watts higher than the recommended wattage on this tank. Chucks clouds like an RDA, chucks clouds like an RTA. Gives flavour like an RDA and an RTA. If you're after a bigger tank, if you're after loads of flavour, if you're after hitting the 120 watt range, this is the tank for you. Like we sell this for, I think it's 30 quid, maybe 35 possibly, I think it's 30, I think 30. It's £30, yeah, it is a £30, just let a look at my little price sign there. It's absolute beast of a tank. If you've got a mod that takes up to 120, so if you've got something like, I don't know, like an Alien, if you've got, I don't know, a mod that does 150, 200 watts, like a lot of 200 watt box mods out there, it's just a tank for you. If you're after RDA flavour, if you're after RDA vapor, but you can't be bothered making coils and wicking it yourself, and you want to just use a stock oil tank, just throw your coil in, fill it up, and you're good to go after 10 minutes of letting it prime in. This is the tank for you. I can't find the flaw in it. Yeah, I can actually. There is one flaw with this tank. The top piece, it's a pain in the arse to fill it up. Because you can't fill it up like this. You've got a giant O-ring on the bottom, so you can give it a good knock. It's not going to go anywhere. But this always jams, constantly jams. But on top of the actual mouthpiece, you've got a little seal with a little kidney bean shaped hole in it, ideal for you to fill it up. But that jams all the time, it gets stuck to the piece, the mouthpiece. That is the only niggly bit of this tank that I can find so far. The coils, for me, because I generally use rebuildable atomizers, rebuildable tanks, the flavour starts dropping off after 2 or 3 days for me. Some people, like us, with the amount of flavour that you get from an RDA, as a lot of you know, once you start going back onto tanks again, like the flavour's just not there. So I have spoiled myself, I've spoiled my vaping experience. But if you're brand new into the world of high-powered vaping, this is the tank for you. It is the Aspire Celito 120, and it is an absolute machine. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. 140 watts still. Do you know what? For the purpose of this review video, so no one can say I've not put it through its paces, 150 watts. It can handle it. At 150 watts, the flavour is petering off. It's not as much flavour because it's just too hot to get the flavour. But overall, I'm going to give this tank a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. If they fix the jamming issue, then it's got a 10 out of 10. That is the only flaw for it, in my opinion. The jamming issue on the top. And there's nothing else really I can say about this. So, my name is Bobo. If you don't know Pizza Tramp, go and check out Pizza Tramp. Brilliant, fast, angry punk rock music from Wales. Amazing. But yeah, my name is Bobo. This is the Vapery Liverpool. We're quite a new channel. We're quite a new shop. Open in Liverpool, in Crosby. Been open 8 weeks, just under 8 weeks. Going sound. If you like our videos, if you like me chatting shit in front of a camera, doing all the big song and dance for you all, then give us a little thumbs up, give us a little subscribe, give us a little share, comment. If you want to see anything of you, give us a little comment down below. Also down below, I am gonna include links for our Instagram and our Facebook and any other social media that we might be on. We are on anything else. I say this on every video, we're not on anything else. Give it all the links below, and I'll include the link where you can buy this, because you can't buy it from us just yet because our website isn't set up at this present moment in time. But yeah, this has been the Aspire Celito 120, absolute king of tanks. I wouldn't recommend that you do the 150 watts, it is rated 100 to 120, but I've put this through the paces so you don't have to. Obviously, most of you are gonna go and do it, but you are gonna burn your coils out. Like, it is getting really, really hot. I can't imagine that it's wicking too well at 150 watts, and the flavour is definitely dropped off. But at 120 watts, 100 to 120 watts, you cannot go wrong. Cheers guys, as I say, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, all that usual shabam. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all at some point.